This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Timberwolves can please this home crowd. Edwards. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his third season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Randall. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Rebound, Minnesota. Edwards looking it over. Here's Gobert. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Gobert maintaining balance through contact. Remarkable concentration.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. Here's Edwards. Excellent D there from Williams.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. To the inside. McDaniels comes up empty down low. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thank you, David. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. Two shots coming up. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Garza. Right side, Edwards. And he makes that one.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
On a dime, Shai got right where he wanted for that shot.
Pass to Reed. Back to Edwards. Here's Alexander Walker. Beyond the arc. And Anthony Edwards hits from deep. Edwards got 7 points.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
Caruso with the ball. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul. Ball stolen. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And Holmgren pulls it down. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 2. Nice move. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Clock at 6. Williams for 3. A wide open look here for Caruso. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And here's Reed. Still yet to score. To the right side. Here's Shannon. The offensive rebound. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 9.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Pass to Hartenstein. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Inside, and Randall throws it down.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. Was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Quarter number 2, we're about a minute in. Sinks the triple.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Williams, that's good.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Randall outside. Pass to McDaniels. From past the arc. Thunder with the rebound. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless. Gobert, the screen. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Randall with the ball. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Clearly the strength of Gobert's game. Tough cover down low.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
4 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Here's DiVincenzo. He has yet to score. Randall outside. Launches a 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
You know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Pass to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
.127 left in the first half of the game. Here's Edwards. That's tipped. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And it's off from three-point range. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. Again, the Thunder score.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Randall from outside. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Shoots over McDaniel. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Down low. Pass to McDaniels. A 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make 3. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Good.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
Pass to Hartenstein. And McDaniels with the block. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. I'm going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Williams. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Here is Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Bangs home the trifecta. McDaniels got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
They just look sweeter falling from the corner, don't they, those threes? McDaniels more than serviceable from deep.
To the paint. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Gobert, the screen. Out to Edwards. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Misses the 3. Pass to Mitchell. Outside, Dort. Out to the right wing. Oklahoma City moving it around. Holmgren in the post. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. Tipped away. Now here's DiVincenzo. Wiggins right side. Mitchell outside. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Mitchell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to McDaniels. Now Randall. Here is Edwards. Defended by Dort. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Well, you know, that last 3 got DiVincenzo fired up now. He had to respond. He goes to the arc to shoot back with one of his own triples.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. It's a close game here in Minnesota. Caruso. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Pass to Alexander Walker. No one near Conley as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
That attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. The Timberwolves trade. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And he can't jam it through. Over in the corner, Caruso. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Caruso's got 5 points now this quarter. Pass to Reed. There's the three. Cans it from downtown.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
That one off the back iron and out.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Now, Alexander Walker. Scoreless thus far. And there's the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his third foul of the game. Alexander Walker with the ball. Pass to Reed. Clock at 4. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Thunder with the lead. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Pass to Reed. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Timberwolves gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Dillingham. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Timberwolves lead by 2. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. The lead is 2. Fader on the way. Rebound by Williams.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert with the block.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
So it's the Thunder now. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Down low. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
Outside Williams. From deep three-point land. The Thunder with another miss. Minnesota leading by 4. Here's Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
To the inside, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
I mean, sneaky when he moves around.
Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, we score. Simple as that. Keep attacking and don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Pass to Randall. Randall is doubled. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Randall. Off target from outside. Thunder trailing by 4. Now Holmgren. The shake. Can't capitalize inside. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Edwards slashing in, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Holmgren.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Thunder trailing by 7. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots the 3. Got a piece of it. And they'll keep possession. The second chance effort. And it's in there.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Gobert with the block. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Inside, Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
We've got 1:18 left in the game. And that one's good, Caruso.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Edwards to the middle. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Edwards moving that orange like a real pro.
Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Strong move inside by Edwards.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Here's Oklahoma City now. 7-point differential. There's Williams with the 3. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
44 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Floats one up. Edwards. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And that's an intentional foul. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Williams.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. No luck that time either. And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. It's a 7-point game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Here's Edwards. The putback. Here's Gobert. No good there. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.